can't believe that shit deleted that video.
That man grows 760. If you.
Chapter 6, Social Upgrade Yourself. It basically discusses making the right choices or just making choices in general. Also avoid overheating, man. Don't get overworked by emotions to the point where you don't even make a choice at all or you're just making the complete wrong choice. The things that happen to you. Okay, so sometimes we think things happen to us in particular, but everybody going through the same thing sometimes. It's just today is your day to feel how you feel. That shit ain't recorded, motherfucker.
Hey, why don't y'all come back over here on this with that?
Or was it too
Y'all
long?
can beat it up all you want over here.
Okay, chapter 6, social upgrade yourself. Make the right choices, or just make a choice in general, right? Then you got avoid overheating. Avoid overheating is basically get overstimulated with emotions to the point where you don't get to make a choice at all.
Y'all can sit next to each other. No, sit. We're not playing.
The things that happen to you, we always feel like this happened to us, that happened to us. It happened to everybody sometimes. So, find a better interpretation of what just happened versus just feeling like, oh, it happened to me. Find a better interpretation of it. Find positive outlooks. Identify the positive. Focus on the task. Raise the bar. Be realistic about the dangers. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to please everybody. Like, literally, just stop. You know what I'm saying? And stop trying to be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect. Embrace the negatives. And that's the one that probably everybody need to work on. Embrace the negatives. Look at them, analyze them, and then use them. That's it for that chapter. I try to make it quick because my phone battery like a... Make the right choices. Or just make a choice in general. It's about 3 months. Then you got avoid overheating. Avoid overheating is basically get overstimulated with emotions where you don't get rid of it at all. The things that happen to you, we always feel like this happens to us. Okay, love it. It's happening. See how TikTok trying to play me today? I want me to lower shit. It's still trying to follow you.
You stuck.
I don't even try to get my controller, bro. You gotta turn the phone all the way down so the video could upload. I was doing it like this. What you like? Oh, like now? Like the food good? Duh. Duh, the food good. Bro, can't walk.
Hello and thanks for joining us at Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. So with Bird sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Ellis is out there with Arenas. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's KD in at the small forward. And for the Magic, Howard is out there at Lewis. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's O'Neal. And it's McGrady in at shooting guard.
Boy.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now Hardaway. Pass to McGrady. Back to Hardaway. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Arenas pass it to Nowitzki. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Howard. The pass to McGrady. Takes the three. Arenas with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's the dish to KD. A three-pointer is right on target.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
And it's Orlando's ball. Outside Hardaway. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Durant. Got that shot. And too long on the shot. Here's McGrady. And the basket is good.
What muscle from McGrady right there. Brushing off the defense with ease.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Arenas against Hardaway. Howard with the steal. On the left block. Goes back up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Here is Durant. In the corner, it's Arenas. Off target for three-point range. Lewis against Ellis. Lewis kicks to McGrady. Takes a three. Lewis misses. Dallas trails by 5. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Hardaway against Arenas. Nowitzki for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you got to run Dirk off the three-point line if you're the defense, especially from those corners.
Here's O'Neal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Yao checked in for Zubac.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
Over in the corner, Ellis. Floats one. The rebound by Grant. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Hill trying to get open his shot. And it's sent back by KD. Fast break, Dallas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on it, even if you may risk a foul.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic just checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Rose checked in for Ellis. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bounce pass from Hill. Inside, Grant. Nice D from Nowitzki.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Dallas again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Hill. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 3. That one, no good. Anderson against Arenas. Pass to Grant. Back to Anderson. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And Arenas running the floor all by himself.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense. And that allows him to find an open teammate.
Kicks to Grant. Passes it to Francis. That's the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks.
Look at my drink alone.
First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Lillard. Nothing on the board. And there's the drive. Outside for KD. Back to Lillard. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Come on, bro.
He showed us board
Stop
hands.
messing with stuff.
$15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. Nowitzki with the steal. Lillard with no one around. And they recover it. Over Anderson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Yeah. Bruh. Why you want to stand right there? You can let him
Welcome
play
back to Noche
If you
Latino.
follow this way, he
Becoming
goes
an
straight
annual
in the head.
tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Bird sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. We got Gilbert Arenas. Now is out there with Nowitzki. And it's Durant. And it's Lillard in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Arenas following the basket by Dwight Howard.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Outside Lewis. Rebound by Young. Dallas trails by 6. Here's Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nowitzki. And finished off by Dirk Nowitzki.
What y'all
Such
doing?
a presence inside with the
Give
ball
me
in his
this
hands.
shit.
Good decision
Don't
by
do
Dirk
that.
to put it right back up.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Armstrong dishes to Howard. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for the Magic. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Grant Hill, he's checked in for Scott. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Andre Drummond's checked in for Yao. Bird comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's John Morant in for Gilbert Arenas. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
Cannot leave Howard alone on the offensive glass. When you do, he's making you pay for that mistake.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Hardaway kicks to Lewis. Back to Hardaway. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas trails by 4. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Lillard against McGrady. Lillard misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
You know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now Lewis after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Morant. The kick out to Tatum. Bird outside. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shots.
On the wing hill, here's the 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. The defense with a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Now, here is McGrady. Following the miss by Larry Bird. And that one's good. McGrady.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the deep.
Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. And it's Drummond with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Now Morant following McGrady's three-point attempt. A nice shot by Bird.
Bird able to power through that defense despite the contact. I thought his length helped him out there.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. McGrady's got 7 points.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
McGrady against Lillard. There's 38 seconds left in the first half, and he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got his first bucket in this one.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Francis, fearless as a player. Somebody that feels like he can score inside anytime he wants to.
Ellis is checked in for Dallas. Dallas trails by 7. Bird misses.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Bird against Scott. Bird high post. Just 3 on the clock, and it's Drummond with the jam.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Hardaway is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Grant, and it's Lewis in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And so it's Dallas with it, following the bucket by Orlando. And here comes McGrady, leading the fast break. Can't hit from in close. Dallas trails by 7. Bird looking it over. 18 feet out, and it's blocked by Lewis. O'Neal, great positioning on the putback.
O'Neal throwing himself around and coming away with the bucket. He is an absolute wrecking ball and a gigantic one on the glass.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And the Magic making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Yao checked in for Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant comes in for Ellis. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Durant. He has 5. And KD throws it down.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. That shot wide open. And the Magic lead by 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Adjustments are a part of the game. The coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So for the Magic, Howard comes in for Horace Grant. And it's Hill in for Rashard Lewis. And then for Dallas, Barnes is checked in for Yao. Jason Tatum comes in for Larry Bird. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. Now here's Hardaway. 7 points in the game. And stolen by Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming with the officials on the call with the foul.
Which one?
You know, Dame needs to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Man, you could have found that bottle by yourself. Ah, what you doing? Landon. That shit so good. Well. But why you always getting mad? Cause bro, you ain't used to get mad like that. It's your turn to be the crybaby today. Yeah. It's your turn today. You know you can't drink that bottle in like that. You don't want to stop drinking it last time. Collard greens. Don't be a hater, bro. Landon. I'm hungry. Oh my God, B. Oh my God, boy. All in the days as a parent. Let's see if I'm gonna win this game.
First free throw is good. Cousins checked in for Orlando. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Nelson against Lillard. Nelson looking around. He kicks it to Howard. 6 to shoot. Hill against KD. Hill. It doesn't go for him. Straight D that time from Durant. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 9-point game. And Lillard throws it down.
Nice read from the veteran Durant that time, recognizing the defense had overcommitted.
On offense, here are the Magic. Hill up top. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hill's got 5.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
And the call will be against Nelson. That is his first foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Tatum's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Francis grabs the board. Magic leading by 9. There's 57 seconds left in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You look at Steve Francis, he's quick, skilled, and fearless, makes him a difficult matchup defensively.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Nelson, and he's good on the second. Dallas trails by 10. Left side, KD. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. 7 points in the game.
Pure shooting ability on display from Nowitzki. I promise it's not as easy, folks, as he makes it appear.
The shot by McGrady, no good.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's McGrady. Following the score by Dallas. Sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Count that one. And that's 12 points for Drummond.
They've gone out of their way to involve Drummond in this offense, and I think that's really kept him engaged.
And Scott has it in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries it. And the Magic lead by 9.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes. Off the pick and roll, Nowitzki uses his size so well, disrupting the D and getting himself into shooting position.
And so it's Orlando, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the...
I'm putting a squad, man.
Tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Ellis sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. If Rubio is out there with Tatum, and it's Durant, then there's Yao. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4-man position. Durant. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's Lewis.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
To the inside. Yao, the pass to Rubio. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. From the low block, here's Yao, and he finishes nicely on the wing.
Hey, man, what you got going on? Get back over here. Come on, get that. And get that.
Mammoth in terms of his size,
too much,
exceptional
my boy.
at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. A different look for Dallas. Drummond comes in for Third in for Kevin Durant. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Dallas trails by 5. Tatum with it. Rashard Lewis and the dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum continues to improve as a passer. This is really an example of leadership.
This is DeYoung.
Oh, shoot.
Outside Tatum. Back DeYoung. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Hardaway passes to Vucevic. Count it and the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short with the game.
You mad because you couldn't turn over? Just try
Let's
harder.
quickly check out the scoring
Try
breakdown
harder.
here for the Magic.
Well, I think
Try
they've
harder,
been
my
lethal
boy.
from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And also, gotta be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Hill, he's checked in for Orlando.
You know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Now here's Tatum. A wide open look for Bird. Good on the triple.
And such a
So if I'd have hit them bitches earlier in the game, I'd be up right
When
now.
he's rolling like this, watch out.
Here's McGrady. Takes the
I
elbow
don't know why I
drop
ain't
and
on
reaches.
him.
Hey, when this team needs a basket,
We
they
going
look
on
at
everybody else.
McGrady,
Yeah, maybe
and he rarely
not.
disappoints.
Definitely don't go on no.
Rubio with it. Releases. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Yao. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bird against Hill. Lays it up off the glass.
Hill unfazed, composed, loves taking the big shots and knocking them down.
Rubio against Hardaway.
Oh my God, there it goes.
Illegal kick was
What a
set.
bullshit.
Looks like that'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Howard comes in for Vucevic, and O'Neal subbed in for him.
Damn, I had hard. Real long.
Rubio misses.
Really out hit right there.
To get that one.
That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki is checked in for Andre Drummond, and it's Damian Lillard in for Jason Tatum. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're in front by 3. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game,
Of course.
Tracy McGrady.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end. It's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense. And then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
Dallas making a switch here. Arenas is checked in. Now here's Arenas. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Bird for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bird's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Oh, man. Bird is just so cold-blooded. Knocking down the big clutch shot. Man, he's good.
Here's Francis. Outside Lewis. Gets the 3 to fall.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Arenas. Lillard outside. Outside for Arenas. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14.
Oh.
Lets it go with a 3. Francis grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Let him shoot that shit.
McGrady up top. He's defended by Nowitzki. Nowitzki against McGrady. Over Nowitzki. They get the rebound.
Get the fucking rebound, bro.
Now it's a 5-point lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it
Disappointing as fuck. Play the next team. Cause the way it's gonna go, I'm gonna go through, play against them. Let me change this line up. But yeah, I'm gonna go through, play against niggas. Matter of fact, go let Rube start. Nah, we ain't gonna let Rube start. No, he is gonna let Rube start. Fuck it. Now he start getting destroyed and his ass coming out. Well, he shouldn't get destroyed. Alright.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Nowitzki. Durant is out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Bird. And it's Yao in its center. Wall, no luck. Dallas with the ball. Here's Durant. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Beal. Shot clock at 5. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And the concentration Beal has while shooting. I don't even think he notices the defender.
KD against Wall. Durant kicks to Yao. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yao is such a big guy, and his physicality that time rewarded.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Wall. The putback. It's rebounded by Dallas. Rubio taking his time here. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Guys, you know it. Timing can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. That time, Rubio precise hitting the roll.
Stolen by Rubio. Down low. And it's Yao. That time the assist from Rubio. 6 points for Yao.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Beal. Wide open shot is on the money.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. It's blocked. Outside Wall. Releases. It's rebounded by Durant. Dallas leading by 4. And there's the feed to Nowitzki. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Nowitzki's so good in the screen and roll. Excellent at setting a hard screen and then rolling to the open space.
The pass to Unseld. Kicks to Beal. And finished off by Beal.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to getting the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
KD with the bucket.
Even with the defender draped all over him, Durant locked in and laser focused to get that one to go down.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And Dallas also making a switch. Zubac is checked in. Washington trails by 6. Monroe outside. And the foul called on Larry Bird. That's his first foul. And the Wizards with possession. Malone outside. Pass to Monroe. Shot clock at 6. And he drives in. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, the Pearl. Earl the Pearl is a shifty ball handler with a quick first step. And he loves to make things happen.
Rubio against Monroe. And the basket by Rubio.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The drive by Monroe. Misses from close range. Dallas leading by 6. KD passes to Bird. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Another shot. And Bird with the lay-in.
Bird able to power through that defense despite the contact. I thought his length helped him out there.
There's 37 seconds left in the first. To the paint, here's Malone, and he lays it straight in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Rubio kicks to Nowitzki. Zubac trying to break loose. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Nice job playmaking by Rubio there. The moment he sees the wide open man, the pass is sent his way.
The 19-foot shot. A nice shot by Chenier.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Durant. That shot misses. Nice D from Malone. Here's Chenier. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 6-point game. He's out there with King. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Shoots it. And the shot is long.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's KD. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
KD, extremely effective on the offensive glass. Not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Here's Arenas. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Free throw good, Arenas.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
It's deflected. Loads it up for Arenas. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for Dallas. Ellis is checked in for Durant, and Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Arenas. Nowitzki outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Nowitzki's got 7.
You know, we know Nowitzki is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Does a fabulous job measuring up these shots.
And the basket by Arenas.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Arenas. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Washington trails by 3. Here's Arenas. That one doesn't drop. Arenas with the defensive effort. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
There's the peripheral vision we talk about. Bird finding a wide open teammate.
And so it's Washington with it. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Wizards need to get a shot off here. A second chance effort. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and it picks up 2. Hayes has got his first basket.
Hard work on the offensive glass, paying off with the second chance points there for Hayes. If he's got a shot at the rebound, he's not going to let anybody else take it away. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to one zone. And taken away by Ellis. Bird outside. Clock at 4. Arenas kicks to Bird. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Ellis can't get it to go. Washington trails by 5. Arenas with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Pass to one zone. Ellis against King. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Tough to get up and block King.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Yao, he's checked in for Dallas. Drummond comes in for Nowitzki. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Wall.
Hey, there's no denying it. John Wall has some of the best handles in the NBA. And if you're not careful, he'll make you look real bad.
Arenas passes to Yao. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Yao's got 8 points.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Yao's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Here's Chenier. He's guarded by Ellis. A nice shot by Chenier.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Yao misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The 11-footer. Rebound by Yao. Here's Dallas. Ellis kicks it over to Arenas. They get it back. And here's Bird for 3. Unable to get that one. Here's King. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Wizards lead by 1.
And King is a spectacular scorer. I mean, even when you knock him around and try to get physical with him, he still finds a way to get it up and down.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Wizards leading by just 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Morant is out there with Ellis. That's Durant. Then there's Yao. And it's Drummond in a power forward.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, I mean, you're going to get trips to the line.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another. is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Arenas. A shot, no good. Morant with some nice D. Ellis the pass to Morant. He feeds it to Yao. And finished off by Yao.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Arenas passes to Beal.
Bronny James showing that.
And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Beal's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Morant against Arenas. Morant kicks to Durant. Ellis left side. Feeds to Yao. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Yao's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size. Exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
The pass to Unseld. Here's Arenas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Arenas has got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Morant kicks to KD. Ellis keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Durant drains it from...
I missed it twice.
Distance.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
And here's Arenas outside. They grab their own miss, and Hayes throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his abilities. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Dallas leading by 4. Morant looking around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Earl Monroe.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's Washington's ball. Monroe outside. That one good for 2.
The shake and bake moves of Earl the Pearl. I mean, a phenomenal ball handler who just kills you with that change of pace.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Ellis trying to free himself up, and it's Drummond missing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Butler in the corner. Back to Monroe. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
I'll tell you what, that was a power play by Drummond there. He's made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Washington trails by 6. Monroe the pass to Rulin. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Butler with the ball, guarded now by Durant. Just 5 on the clock, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Jamison is such a talented scorer, a forward who can get it done both outside and in. He's special.
Washington shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight, and Washington making a change here. Jamison hits them both. 1:15 left to play in the third. Wall against Morant. Over to the wing. Ellis outside. Clock at 6. Back to Zubac. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Wall passes to Malone. Wizards passing it around. Wall, that's a two-pointer. Jump shot is good. Dallas leading by 4. Now Ellis. No scoring in this one. To the right side. And Drummond gets to Durant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Wall passes to Unseld. And that one, good. And now just a 2-point Dallas lead.
And Unseld is a problem inside now. I mean, he's really good at positioning himself close to the basket and then taking advantage of it.
Zubac finds Morant from deep. Dallas. Rebound, Washington. Here's Chenier. It's over Morant. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there. Durant just inside the line. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And we're just moments away. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Gilbert Arenas. Bradley Beal is out there with Hayes. And it's Wall. And it's Unseld in at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Tatum dishes to Nowitzki. It's Durant on the wing. Over Beal. Here's Nowitzki. That one falls. Nowitzki's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Dallas. Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. Passes it to Unseld. Beal against Durant. Unseld. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
KD with the bucket.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Got that one up quick.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Wall, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Lillard against Wall. Count it, good. And Dallas leads by 3.
And that's just not enough to affect Lillard. His focus, unreal.
So it's the Wizards now. There's the lob to the hoop. Durant with the steal. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. Wall, good.
An effective score from the mid-range. Wall looking assertive, pulling up from that area.
Lillard against Wall. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Tries it from 19, and Washington again with the bucket.
How about Wall? Outstanding at stepping up and delivering a big bucket when it's needed.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Dallas again missing. Arenas adds a 2-pointer. Again, the Wizards score.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Lillard scanning the floor. It's Durant on the way. Fires for 3. Tries again. And Zubac puts it in. Zubac has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Dallas making a switch here. Bird's checked in. Zubac has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Arenas passes to Wall. To the wing right side. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Ricky Rubio checked in for Dallas. And he does get the second one. And that gives them the lead.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Here's Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
And Nowitzki is super duper much in the clutch. I mean, he doesn't panic, and he enjoys taking on these kind of challenges to help elevate his team.
Beal gets a wide open look. And it's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Well, Tatum does look ready, prepared to do what he does best in the clutch. Get buckets.
Yao, he's checked in for Dallas. Damian Lillard comes in for Ricky Rubio. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Washington calls timeout. They're down by 3. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And to me, the best part of the game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, I had a chance to find out what Wes Unseld Jr. discussed with his players. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to... Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! This is John Wall at his on-fire best.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy of this situation.
And you know what? If he misses at the strike, and they're right there within range, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big change here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
That one falls, so it's both of them.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Pass to Tatum. Takes it from 10. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And again, it's Yao Ming. I mean, we always talk his size, and that does help, but Yao also has terrific touch.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this present.